Hello and thanks for clicking in to Witchy-Woo Tarot. This reading is for the twin flame soul connections out there and cannot possibly be for everyone watching. If this message resonates with you, please let me know in the comments. And if not, please check out my channel for other messages you need to hear. And remember, time, energy, and gender are fluid, so feel free to reverse roles however you see fit. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. So thank you so much to my new and returning subscribers. Your feedback and support has been amazing. I love you guys. I'm so happy to share in this energy with you. And there are still a few days left for those of you who don't already know to get entered into my monthly giveaway as well as my birthday giveaway, which I will be announcing winners on Wednesday, the 30th. For all of those things. So yeah, if you haven't already entered, be sure to check out my Instagram or my Facebook to get the details on how to do so. And if you have entered, just make sure your notification bell is turned on so you don't miss the reading. Anyways, this is your weekly check-in for divine masculine and feminine, although we know it's not about gender at all, it's about energy. So you could be a male or female, it wouldn't really matter because we each have the energy of both within us. And if you are someone who identifies as a divine masculine, you could potentially resonate with the masculine reading. It just depends on where you are in your journey. And as we know, everyone's journey is unique. So as I speak about in all of my readings, the trick is to take the focus off of the physical person and find balance of those polarities in your own self, understanding that separation is just an illusion. So speaking of balance, we are in Libra season now. So if you follow my collectives, you'll know there's been a significant progression. But now that we are in the second half of the astrological year, we're going to be seeing a lot of souls ascending into the 5D consciousness and living their day-to-day as their highest self. So, a woohoo, that's exciting, right? Those of you who've been doing the work, those of you who've been healing, processing all of this energy, using your gifts to help others ascend, that's the type of energy that's going to be reciprocated back to you in the second half of the year. You're going to start seeing your blessings manifesting. And for those who are still working on it, like I said, there's a lot going on astrologically. Please refer to some of my collective readings. Tons of retrograde action, but all of the planets are going to be starting to turn direct. We just had Jupiter go direct. Saturn will be going direct on the 29th. And technically now we're also in Mercury retrograde shadow period, and it will be going retrograde on the 13th of October. So it'll be retrograde with Mars, and they'll both be coming out of retrograde right around the same time. So for the next couple of weeks, it might get a little crazy, but it's not going to stop us, okay? And so now I'm hearing Nothing's Gonna Stop Us by Starship. For those of you who know, I love that song. And I like that energy. I like that forward motion, that momentum. And that's what we're going to start seeing once all of these planets come out of retrograde. And they will all be by the time we get to the holidays. So, anywho, like I said, check out my collective readings if you want some more information. Do research. Look on sites like Cafe Astrology and Forever Conscious and truly get to know what's going on up there, because I barely even scratch the surface in these readings. So let's see what's going on for the masculine and the feminine energy in the next week or so as we close out September. Okay, for the masculine, we have express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture, masculine. It's okay. You can do it. I know that you're so masculine, but it's okay to share your feelings. It's okay to express how you feel. If anything, closing off those feelings and hiding those feelings is only going to fester inside of you and make things even more difficult for you. Once you start living in that unconditional, genuine, and authentic love, and you learn how to use that and express yourself, that is when you're truly going to experience freedom, okay? And for the feminine, we have unrequited love. So there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. And this is how a lot of feminines might feel right now. They feel like, okay, my masculine's not showing up. They're not telling me how they feel. They're not coming forward. Maybe I'm just crazy. And, maybe I need to just move on from this because it's not going anywhere. Nothing's happening. Okay. And so I strongly feel this reading is for masculine and feminine energies that are in separation right now physically. So if you are in union with your masculine currently, this reading might not be for you. And then we have on the bottom, let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Well, I kind of feel like that's what the masculine has been doing all along. They've just been kind of sitting back and letting things unfold. Because as we know, the masculine energy is not the awakened energy. It's the energy that lies in that physical world. It's all about what's going on in the mind. And as we know, the mind is just, it's an illusion as well. It's not who you are. It's just the narrative. So letting things unfold naturally is also, I think, how the feminine has been feeling. She's not wanting to force anything anymore. She doesn't want to continue to hold out this flame for her masculine if it's not being reciprocated. And so I think that the feminine and masculine both are just kind of allowing themselves to be open to the universe and to let things play out as they will, and trusting that all is going to work out for the best. So let's go into the masculine energy and see what's going on in the masculine's thoughts, their conscious mind, as well as their heart space. How they're viewing their feminine currently. What their intentions are. Or how they plan to take action. As well as their desired outcome. And I will be using the Game of Thrones tarot. One of my favorites. I know, they're all my favorites. Don't be judging me. Okay, so what's going on with the masculine energy for their conscious mind? What's going on with the masculine energy in their conscious mind? Okay. Interesting. And then also in their heart space, please. What's going on in their heart? Oh, like I said, a progression. Going from the Page of Coins to the Knight of Coins. So let's see how the masculine is viewing the feminine. How do they see the feminine currently? Queen of Cups. Beautiful. What is the masculine's intentions towards the feminine? Okay, that's a lot. Oh, wow. Okay, so it's a lot, but we're going to read it because the message that just came out is actually a really good one. And let's see what the masculine's desired outcome is. You already know I'm going to be messing with these cards, so just bear with me because I will have a lot of cards to put out here for all of this energy. So let's see what the masculine's desired outcome in this situation with their feminine is. What are they desiring for the outcome? The Emperor. Wow. Bottom of the deck, we have Justice. Beautiful. So as we are now in Libra season, I feel like the masculine is starting to gain that balance and starting to, they perhaps could have come out of some sort of a legal situation, gained justice, in general over a situation. To me, I feel like this could represent a court case. For some of you, you could be waiting on your masculine to end a relationship. And so I feel like justice has been served for the masculine. I feel strongly that they're kind of sitting now in this balanced energy and kind of contemplating on how to make things right. Okay. So these cards are bigger than I thought. There, that works. That's good. That'll do. So in their conscious mind, we have the Page of Coins and the Three of Swords. So the masculine is fully aware of of this heartbreak. They're aware of everything that happened. They know that they need a new beginning from that. They know they need to start over. And so the Page of Coins, to me, this is earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is someone who is taking the first tangible steps into, moving forward, right? And the Three of Swords, to me, this could represent a third party, heartbreak, sadness, betrayal. And so I really feel in their conscious mind, they are aware of, like I said, the pain that they caused. They're knowing that they need a new beginning. They need to offer something to make this right. They need to come forward with some sort of an offer. And so with the masculine energy, as you can see, we don't really have any cups here, no emotions, no passion. This is more practical and clear-headed is what I'm feeling, because the only cups we have here is for how they view the feminine. That's interesting. I think there was another cups up in this part of the reading, so let's move forward. So in their heart space, we have the Knight of Coins, which again is a progression from the page. This is someone who is willing to put in the work. They are taking the steps. They're making the moves. And this is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Again, someone stable, someone committed, loyal, trustworthy. Someone who is willing to, like I said, put in the work. They're wanting to make this happen. They want to bring forth this coin to their feminine. For some of you, this could literally be an offer of an engagement. Your masculine in their heart space could really truly want to give you their world, to give you their name, to give you a ring, to give you something, some token of appreciation for you. And it's not only been on their mind, but it's in their heart, okay? So as you can see, the Knight energy is in the heart space, Page energy in the mind. So I think that right now with the Three of Swords, the masculine is truly, during this season, over the next week, going to be getting clarity over really what happened and just how bad the situation is. That might be why they are sitting in Page energy. They might still have some fears about what this is going to look like in the real world. But since they're viewing the feminine as the Queen of Cups, they know that the feminine is their true love. This is someone who is very empathetic, sweet, kind, caring, genuine, someone who loves unconditionally. As you can see, Sansa is waiting and she is praying. So, I really feel like the masculine sees how patient you've been, feminine. They see how devoted you've been to them, how you've given them love freely, and how you're waiting for them to return that love. So this is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Now, let's dive into their intentions and how they plan to move forward. So we have the Death card, which I'm pretty sure came up in recent collective readings for the masculine. Masculine intends to complete this transformation. Okay, they intend to let go of what's dead and no longer serving them. As you can see, Arya is ready to cut somebody. And these heads in the background I just heard heads will roll. I feel like the masculine is truly transforming the way that he interacts with others, and I feel like he's starting to cut away maybe a lot of people out of his life because he no longer cares about the old ways. He wants to move forward into a new beginning, and that is what is foreshadowed here in the Death card. We then move into the Six of Cups, more Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Also, Death is a card of Scorpio, so maybe your masculine intends to come forward within the next month, as we will be approaching Scorpio season very soon. But this is a soulmate card. This is a past life connection card. This is your masculine intending to fulfill their soul contract. I just got a deep chill throughout my whole body, and now I'm tearing up. Your masculine is looking back on the memories between the two of you, and it's like they don't even know how to process the kindness that you've shown them. They don't know how to even fathom how they got so lucky to have you. They're intending to fulfill this soul contract. They know that you're connected spiritually. And we have the Ace of Coins. So as you can see, the progression, the Page of Coins, the Knight of Coins. I think the masculine has also truly been working on their stability. Okay, they don't want to come to you, feminine, unless they can present you with the offer, the major offer. They want this to be a tangible new beginning. And a lot of times in love readings, I do see the Ace of Coins as an engagement ring, as a promise of abundance and prosperity, the beginnings of a beautiful life. And with the Wheel of Fortune behind that, I really truly feel like the masculine intends to move this connection forward into a new cycle. This is a card of destiny, luck, fortune. Your masculine could be feeling very lucky right now. They may have just recently come out of a situation where, a lot of their energy was spent on trying to get justice in their lives, on fighting for their stability, on taking control. And so I feel as if the masculine intends to complete this transformation and move this connection forward by offering a real commitment. Because their desired outcome is the Emperor, which is their energy. So we have divine masculine showing up in their energy. And as their intentions, as I said, they plan to take control over this situation. They're ready to come forward with an offer. They want to express their love. They want to tell the feminine that they know how deep this connection is. They may not be able to explain it. They're not going to say, I know that I'm your twin flame, feminine. I know that you're my soulmate. They may say those things, but for most of you, they're probably just going to tell you how much they can't stop thinking about you and how much they've been working towards coming to you. They know how badly they hurt you. Some of you may be getting apologies. Some of you may just be getting messages of love from this person. It really just depends on your story, okay? So with the Emperor, we have Jon Snow. I love that they chose him as the Emperor for this deck. Jon Snow is noble. He's kind. He's mature. He's stable. This has been an evolution of the masculine energy moving through this reading. I feel very strongly that this masculine is ready to step up in their true power and fight for what is right, fight for what is theirs, for what they know has been promised to them. And like I said, they may not be able to explain it in our terms, but they are fully aware of this connection. This Three of Swords is also your masculine overthinking and thinking about how heartbreaking this whole situation was. Not just how they hurt the feminine, but the masculine was hurting as well. Because feminine, if you were hurting, they were hurting. And like I said, they may not have been able to explain why that was, but they were. And they will continue to if they fight this connection. And so I think now they are truly starting to realize what it's all about and understand that they need to step up in that Emperor energy. That's beautiful. So let's see what's going on with the feminine energy. And I'll be using the Star Spinner Tarot, which is a little bit different. I really like it though. It's really pretty. The artwork is really nice. It's very girly. So let's see what we have for the feminine as far as her conscious mind. Okay. Seven of Cups and the Chariot. Yeah, what did I say? Feminine is confused. She's considering her options. She's wanting to move forward. She's wanting that balance, and she's just kind of sitting there revving up the engine, not sure which direction to go, because she's like, should I hold on and wait longer, or do I need to move on from this? What's going on in the heart space of the feminine? Knight of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. How does the feminine view the masculine currently? The Knight of Coins. Interesting. So it's like the feminine energetically already knows in the back of her mind, I think, or she sees the masculine working on his stability. Let's see how the feminine intends to move forward. What are the feminine's intentions? Okay, we have the Six of Coins. And the feminine's desired outcome. King of Swords. Bottom of the deck, the Star. So the feminine, I just looked down and it was 2222 on my camera. So the feminine is, in the recent past, she is really hoping and praying for renewal, for peace in this connection. She's been wishing for this union for a really long time. And I think as of right now, as you can see with her pouring the water out and looking down in that way, it's kind of like, reminds me of the sands of time. Like the longer that she waits, the more she just kind of gives up at the same time. And so I think with the feminine and her conscious mind being in the Seven of Cups and the Seven, I almost said the Seven of Swords, but this is the Chariot. I just saw two sevens. So Seven of Cups, confusion, possible fantasy, dreaming. She could be trying to connect with the masculine in her dreams, waiting, wanting to move this connection forward, kind of wondering, when's going to be the time that we move, because the Chariot, although it is intention to move forward, it's quick moving forward action, it's also kind of a period of waiting and gaining balance. So some feminines could be wondering, is it time to move on? Should I stay or should I go? That kind of energy is what I'm feeling in her mind. Okay, so she might be letting her thoughts allow her to be confused, because what she sees in the physical is very different than how she feels inside of her soul. So some of you feminines might be feeling like something big is about to happen, like big changes are about to come, and you're just kind of trying to figure it all out, right? So in the feminine's heart space, we have the Knight of Swords and the Nine of Wands. So I really feel like feminine is standing in her truth. She doesn't really care if it hurts anybody's feelings. She's going to aggressively speak her truth no matter what. And I think in her heart, she's just wanting that clear communication, because she's very guarded now also. She's guarding her heart. She wants to move forward, but I just feel like she's still kind of holding on too hard to maybe the regret, the past, the shame, the guilt, the fear, all of those things that make you, kind of hold your cards close to your chest and not give your heart away to anyone. That's the energy that she's in. She's wanting to speak her truth. She's wanting to hear the truth, and she's going to protect herself. She's going to stay guarded. She does intend to move forward passionately regarding her ventures, her things. But when it comes to, her soul, when it comes to what truly makes her happy within, she's holding back because she doesn't want to get hurt again. How she views the masculine: Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, Knight of Coins. She sees her masculine from behind, is what I'm hearing. She doesn't see any sort of tangible anything coming in. And so she's wondering what he's doing. Is he planning? What's going on? What's taking so long? So many questions from the feminine is what I'm hearing. And so what this masculine is doing in this image, he's looking at the coin. He's focusing on the coin. So I think that the feminine is intuitively aware that this masculine is working on his stability. But like I said, with no communication coming in from the masculine, I think it's kind of hard for her to believe that he's working on that stability so that they can be together. Feminine doesn't really know what's going on, is what I keep hearing. Feminine's intentions are the Six of Coins. She intends to manifest during Libra season. This is a card of Libra, also Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So there could be kind of an integration of both energies coming out of Virgo season and truly getting balance now as we move into Libra season, manifesting and giving back. So she intends to move forward and remain balanced, working on her stability. And also, like I said, potentially looking into other options. We have the King of Swords coming up as the feminine's desired outcome. So I think that also we have a progression here from the Knight to the King. Feminine is still hoping to see this divine masculine energy. She's hoping that she will eventually see her masculine again and that he will tell her the truth. That's it. That's all I'm hearing right now. She just wants the truth. She wants that masculine energy to come in. She intends to also remain in this energy, not letting anyone in, not allowing anyone to cross her or her boundaries. She intends to just remain strong and stand in her truth. I feel like this is a common outcome for the feminine. It's like she sees the masculine working. She sees him working really hard. But with unrequited love, I don't really think that the feminine must not be aware of what he's working for. Very interesting. So let's get some cards from the Psychic Tarot of the Heart and see what challenges or obstacles will be present for the masculine. For some of you feminines, like I just got this message right now, some of you feminines are going to be really shocked when your masculine comes in this Emperor energy. I think a lot of you have kind of closed the door and are living in your truth and are focusing on your spiritual journey, on getting balance within yourself. Maybe understanding that, maybe it might be time to move on, not put so much focus on this person, and you are going to be so shocked. So shocked. That's what I keep hearing. You're going to be shocked. But, feminine's also doing the work. Nine of Wands to me also talks about shadow work. Feminine in her heart space, dealing with that guilt, that shame, those feelings of hurt, resentment. Processing that is not easy. So we have a lot going on for the masculine. We have change your focus. Five of Cups. I think the masculine, like I said, probably went through a lot of stuff and was focusing a little bit on what didn't go right. They might be challenged by slipping back into those thoughts. So remember, the Five of Cups is signifying the Two of Cups being held onto. I think the masculine is still holding on to this idea of this union, of being, with their true love. And so I think the challenge might be for them, in their mind, also as we see the Three of Swords, is allowing themselves to move on and move forward from those disappointments and failures. I think that they're also carrying a lot of guilt and shame. We have reach out, Three of Wands, this is Three of Pentacles, just kidding. So reach out, though, I think is interesting since we have express your love coming up. I feel as if the masculine might struggle with with really trying to build that foundation to get those first tangible steps into forward movement. As you can see, we have the steps moving up and up, and this person contemplating. So I think the masculine might struggle with how to tangibly create those first few steps. And I think they understand that's going to be by reaching out. So we have the sacral chakra, which is all about sexuality and sensuality. So this might be something that's blocking them right now. They might be feeling intimacy issues, being worried about connecting on that level with the feminine. They want to connect on that level, but I think right now they're a little bit scared. They might be feeling that shame, like I said. Then we have spread your wings, which is the Two of Wands. I feel like although they know the way, right? You see the crown chakra opening. They know the way. They may just be challenged by, like I said, taking those first steps, taking that first forward movement into the plans that they've been manifesting. And then we have listen. This is the Hierophant. So overall, I think what they might be struggling with is trusting their intuition, trusting their feelings, which is why Spirit is urging masculine to make the first move. Go ahead and make that gesture. Make a gesture. Say something, right? So I think right now, if the masculine can focus on listening to their intuition, connecting with their higher selves, these things really won't be challenges for very long. I feel like for the next week, as we're moving into Mercury retrograde, the masculine is intending to move forward. And so as we know, Mercury retrograde does bring back people from our past. But again, if it's your story, it's your story. If it's not, do not force it. So I'm going to lay these down here, and I will find out what will be challenging for the feminine. So feminine, if you are someone who believes in healing and someone who likes to try to heal from a distance, try to heal your masculine by listening to some sacral chakra music, as that will boost their confidence and their drive into taking action. So let's see for the feminine, what challenge or obstacle will we have for the feminine over the next week or so as we close out September. Seek. So we have the Hermit. And bottom of the deck, we have the crown chakra. So I feel like over the next week, both masculine and feminine need to truly focus on being open and connecting with the divine, allowing divine source to provide the answers and the steps and show the way on how to move forward for both. So with the Hermit coming up as a challenge, as you can see, we have the two birds soaring in unison. The Hermit is all about going inward and enlightening oneself spiritually. So right now as a challenge, the feminine, like I said, might be having difficulty believing on this spiritual connection when what's going on in the physical is contradictory. So feminines, you might feel like going hermit mode, not connecting with anyone. Don't allow yourself to sink into that energy. Understand that you do have tons of options, and not all of them may be romantic connections, but you have options in general. You have people to talk to, you have people to connect with, and you should use this time over the next week and while we were still in retrograde season to focus, to go inward, to allow yourself to expand on your spirituality and ascend. So let's get some angel answers for the masculine and see what they have to say regarding advice from angels, from spirit. Wow, that one just jammed up against the wall. So we have a year from now. So for the masculine, I feel like this card always tells me, since time is fluid, some of you could be waiting a year for your masculine. Some of you could have already waited a year. Maybe this masculine already knew a year ago that it was going to be a year before they'd be able to talk to you. Like I said, some of these Masculines have recently gone through separation, divorce, some sort of legal battle, some sort of karmic situation that was holding them back and preventing them from moving forward. So for those of you who have that storyline, a year might be very significant for you. Okay, some of you might be in union a year from now. Maybe this is the goal for the masculine and how they're wanting to move forward. I feel like as advice from the angels, this is just simply saying that in 1 year, things can change so much. Think about where you were last year and how much you've changed and grown a year from now. So let's get another one for the masculine to clarify, because like I said, there's a lot of different storylines I'm hearing with that card. And then we have within the next few weeks. Okay. So within the next few weeks, right next to a year from now, some of you could be hearing from your masculine within the next few weeks. They could be reaching out to you. And a year from now, like I said, you could be in actual union with this person. And so like we were saying, within the next few weeks, we're going to be experiencing Mercury retrograde and the end of Mars retrograde. It might be that energy that finally gets this thing, finally gets this wheel turning, okay? So for the feminine, what angel answers do we have? We have wait. Feminine, I know some of y'all are clicking off this video right now because you're like, I'm so tired of waiting, right? But Spirit is urging you to wait. As you can see, we have this sword in the air, and we've got the King of Swords over here. We've got the Knight of Swords with their sword in the air. I feel like a lot of you are definitely going to wait. You're going to hold on. You're going to wait for that connection, for that message, for that thing, whatever thing it is that you're waiting for. Spirit is urging you to wait for it. Could also be a message for those of you who are wanting to reach out to your masculine. Oh, wow. And on the bottom of the deck, you're ready. So as a message for both, I think that the twins are ready. I think there's been so much spiritual growth over the last 6 months alone. I think a lot of you are ready, or you're about to be ready. And you know, we also have perfect timing and yes for the feminine. So as I said earlier, everything happens in divine timing. You've got to trust. With these planetary cycles happening right now, and this yes, I feel very strongly that a lot of you feminines are going to be coming into union with your masculine, and it's going to happen at the perfect timing. You might have thought this was over. You might have thought that this situation was dead, but Spirit is urging you to wait. Spirit is urging you to kind of hold on, because like I said, this wheel is going to start turning pretty soon, and within the next few weeks you could be hearing from your masculine. You could be coming into union within the next year. So think about this time of year and think about how much can change between now and then. But I really feel like this yes is telling me that you are going to get everything you've been manifesting, everything you've been waiting for. I just don't think you were ready before. I don't think you were. Because if you were, you'd have already been in union. So for those of you watching this video, you are in physical separation from your person. I think you are ready. And I think that's why we have this kind of stagnant energy, kind of sitting in the car, waiting to go somewhere, waiting on your person to come out of the house and tell you that they're ready so that you can go to Target or wherever the hell you're going, right? So you can do life with this person, because that's what it's all about. You promised to do this life in a previous life. When you came here, that was your contract. That was your soul mission, was to go through all of these lessons and to find one another on the other side. So let's get some messages from Divine Feminine to Divine Masculine and see what the Feminine has to say. See what energy we have from the Divine Feminine Energy Oracle. Messages to Divine Masculine from the Feminine. Bottom of the deck. I want to wake up next to you every day. So I do still feel that longing energy from the feminine. And trust me, I know that pain all too well when you open your eyes in the morning, especially after dreaming of your masculine. Waking up in the morning and not seeing their face can be incredibly heartbreaking, but being emotional is not my weakness, it is my strength. Because what is mine can never be taken from me. Feminine, I think that you're learning a very important lesson here. I think you're starting to understand that what's yours is yours. It always was, it always will be. And just because you were emotional about this doesn't mean that you're weak, doesn't mean that you're dumb or crazy for holding on to this connection. Just means that you're strong. Most people would walk away in an instant from something like this. You have been strong. You have been bold enough to continue to hold on to maybe a situation that others might feel like maybe they don't understand. They might feel like you're wasting your time, whatever you've probably heard from people, to discourage you from holding on. Those are all a part of your tests. So every single time you get emotional, every single time you get sad or you get in your feelings about not being in physical union, use that energy. Use it to make you stronger. Use it to help you while you're waiting. Vibrate on that higher level, transmute that energy. And keep reminding yourself of that exact thing. What is mine can never be taken from me. Ever. So let's get messages from the Divine Masculine to the Feminine. See what the Divine Masculine has to say. Anything else? Anything else? Okay, so bottom of the deck, we keep getting this card. I will do whatever it takes to get back to you. We can see that in the energy. We can see it. We see the progression of the masculine working on his stability. We see the progression of the masculine understanding, going through his transformations and acknowledging this connection deep down within. So whether they've told you this or not, they are working towards you. They're going to do whatever it takes to get back to you. So again, Spirit is urging you to wait. It might seem ridiculous to do so, but you should. And I'm not saying put your lives on hold, feminine. I'm not. Continue to do you. Because the more you do, the more you continue to do you and be you, the higher you'll vibrate. And the higher your masculine will vibrate. And the sooner you will become a vibrational match for one another. So keep pushing forward, keep doing the work. And we keep getting this card too. I was lying to myself about you so I could block out the pain of you not being in my life. Wow. So yeah, I think this is all a part of the justice that the masculine has come to. What they've realized is whatever they did, whatever they said to block you out of their lives, they were just lying to themselves. They were just running from themselves. And acknowledging that week after week after week, like I said, I think the masculine is working on that stability. They already know what's the deal. They know which direction they need to take moving forward. I don't know why my music just cut out there for a minute. I'm connecting to my higher self for guidance. Yeah, absolutely. I can see that. We have the Listen card. We have the High Priestess. And your light still amazes me. How could I not love you? So feminine, when you're feeling in doubt, when you are thinking to yourself that your masculine has forgotten about you, just remember that it is your light that is calling them home. So I hope that you guys really enjoyed this reading. And if it resonated with you, please leave me a comment down below. If you would like to book a private reading, you can check out my website. All my information will be listed in the description box below, so be sure to check that out. And I'm not crying, by the way, you're crying, so don't even pay any attention to those sniffle sounds. Other than that, I hope that you guys are safe. I love you, and I will see you soon. Bye.